and welcome back to another lip balm review. So, we've done the smooth spheres of the EOS Moisture Hit collection of both Happy Brownie and Happy Herb. We have done the smooth stick version of Happy Herb, so today we are here with the smooth stick of Happy Brownie. Now, I am particularly nervous because, while on the one hand, this one went the opposite of what I expected, and I actually ended up liking it when I couldn't stand the smooth sphere version of it, because it brought out the scent notes and flavors that were supposed to be in there that I did not get from the sphere whatsoever. They come through in this. Well, that makes me nervous for this one, because in the smooth sphere of that, supposedly there's coconut in there, but it must be a small enough amount to where it doesn't provoke an allergic reaction from me. So I'm like, if we're gonna have a similar thing go on here, if anything's liable to provoke a reaction, this may be the guy that does it. So, again, this is why I always make a point of doing both the smooth sticks and the smooth spheres, because they are not the same. I know that they technically on paper are, but they absolutely are not. The consistency is not, and apparently in some cases neither is the scents, the flavors, or even just what comes through in them. So, we have Happy Brownie here. I love the color of this, by the way. This is a very gorgeous green. It's a little bit brighter than the Honeysuckle Honeydew EOS used to be, which RIP to that. I still miss it. Still wish they'd bring it back. But a little bit brighter, even though on camera it probably looks about the same, but it's a little bit more chartreuse, just saying. But it says, our Happy Brownie flavor contains notes of creamy coconut, toasted hemp, and rich cocoa. Which is why I'm nervous. Which one did they mention first? Because in the other one... Oh, maybe not. Because the other one, I was gonna say, I think they mentioned pineapple first, and that's what came through after a few minutes. Nah, they mentioned pineapple last, so... maybe I'll be I don't know. I really don't know what to expect here, but this one has me so freaking anxious after seeing how the other one went, because I'm like, uh-oh. I was okay with the sphere because it didn't come out. If it comes out in this one, I'm probably screwed, but I suppose we'll find out. It wouldn't be the first EOS that's fucked with me before, so... Goodness. Let me take a look at the ingredients list, see where it shows up in it. We've got sunflower seed oil, beeswax, coconut oil, shea butter, jojoba seed oil, flavor aroma, which is probably where they're hiding the coconut, cannabis sativa seed oil, carnauba wax, olive fruit oil, tocopherol, stevia leaf and stem extract, soybean oil, anisyl alcohol, and benzyl alcohol. So, that all is a thing. But yes, format-wise, it's a stick. Just like any other EOS stick. I hope I'm not going to break it by doing this, but there's not terribly much in their stick, so it's split at the bottom. Please go back down after, otherwise that was a bad call. That's how much is in an EOS stick, by the way. No weird bumpies, so everything's good with that. Please go back down, please go back. Oh, thank God. Anytime I roll up a lip balm stick all the way, I always have this mini heart attack of, did I just make a huge mistake? Because we all know there's always like a 50-50 chance that it will not go back down. So unless you're gonna smash it back in there, you probably just broke it. Yeah, at least that didn't happen here. So packaging wise, it's standard EOS stick format and all. I got the dimple in the top of the lid. We've got the lot number on the bottom. Nothing new or exciting here, just got the little EOS logo on the side. It's all good. So these are natural and organic. I don't believe they're limited edition at this point. They used to be. They're not anymore. They were originally part of the micro batch, but they didn't make them in sticks when they did. So they only made the two spheres, which I still have to do the micro batch versions. I'm gonna have to dig through and find where I put the micro batch versions, but those will be coming up in the upcoming days, too. I'm doing the Burt's Bees hemp one tomorrow. If I can find them, the micro batch ones should be the days after that. but if it takes me a little longer to find them, there may be some stuff in between. But it doesn't mean that I bailed on it, it just means I need longer to figure out where the hell did I put them, because I thought they were in this basket right here, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, they are definitely not in there, so they're probably in the to-be-reviewed bag that has overflowed at this point. I'm like, I really need to reorganize that anyway, but yeah, that's our game plan. So, was just part of the set of 2, although they did these interestingly. I don't believe they sold the sticks individually on their own as a one-off stick. You could either buy the 2-pack of this and this, or you could buy the 2-pack with, like, this and this together, but you couldn't get just this on its own. So, price point wise, since they were selling them in the 2-packs, they cost as much as the spheres, so depending where you buy them, they're like $4 to $5. I bought mine off the EOS website, so full price. But sturdiness-wise, no complaints. Cap stays on well enough. It's a nice slow glider. You saw it did not break when I rolled it all the way up. Knock wood that it stays that way, so can't complain. No special features, SPF, or medication, so let's talk about that scent. So much like the other stick, I feel like it's lulling me into a false sense of security, because it smells just like the sphere, at least on surface level. But so did that one when I first put it on, and then I gave it a few minutes and it changed, so I'm like, what to expect? But oddly, I feel like I do very slightly get the weed smell coming through too in this one, whereas I did not get that virtually at all with the sphere version. But it does still smell more like coffee to me than, like, chocolate. It's almost like a chocolate liqueur or something. But, I'm sorry, a coffee liqueur. But yeah, that doesn't really smell like chocolate to me. I mean, I suppose cocoa and coffee beans probably come from about the same plant, but who knows. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on, even though I am terrified right now of, is the coconut gonna screw with me? So far it still smells the same. Nothing crazy yet. We wait. Because like I said, the other stick changed after a few minutes. Now I'm trying to not psychosomatic myself up into a reaction that isn't actually a real one, so I'm just like, calm, cool, collected. Because part of me is like, do I feel tingling on my upper lip already? I'm like, shut the fuck up, brain, you probably don't, but it's possible. If it gets worse, then I'll know it's real, but if it just stays at that, it may just be psychosomatic, but, usually with the coconut reaction, I can tell fairly immediately when I put it on if it's in there, so that's why I'm like, I might be okay, but there is definitely a warm sensation on the upper lip that's making me nervous, so I'm like, oh shit, what did I do? But, I'll be okay even if I have one. It's not gonna, like, kill me or anything like that, but it'll, like, wreck my day, but I mean, it's... oh well. It feels very smooth. I feel like the stick version of this is creamier than the stick version of the other one, because that one I found to be thinner and greasier, whereas this feels like it has more creamy body to it. I mean, there is an oiliness to it naturally, there is a greasy feeling too, but there's also more of a creamy feeling, so I like that better personally. It is shiny, which again, all the oil's in there, it should be. There's definitely flavor. Interesting combo. See, to me, that's still registering more as coffee. That's so weird. They've done chocolate scents before with EOS, and they have smelled and tasted like chocolate. So I don't know what's up with this brownie one and why it's just like pinging is coffee to me straight up. Like full-on espresso coffee. Which again, I'm not complaining. I still need to try that, what was it? The pumpkin latte or something from last fall. I've got it, I just need to do it. I've got it over here, not too far down in the bag. Actually, I've meant to do it, and I kept getting procrastinated, but then I was like, oh yeah, before I do any other ones, after we finish the hemp collection, I should really do this so I can get into the lotions before they go bad, because the EOS lotions, they are notorious for going bad hella quick, so I'm like, before they have a chance to, let's actually try and use them up this time. What a freaking concept, right? I'm kind of just babbling today. I don't know what my issue is. I'm so sorry. Probably nervousness over, am I about to have a reaction? I don't know. When I get nervous, I talk a lot more, so, so far I think we're okay, though. It's just a warm sensation, so I'm like, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. I feel like, though, that the hemp lip balms, maybe there's something to the whole hemp thing and it actually working really well, because all week I've been using pretty much all of these, plus the e.l.f. one, plus the hemp's one that I put in my weekly lippies thing, and I do notice they feel a hell of a lot smoother than they normally would, and have kind of consistently felt a lot smoother, with the exception of just like the inside side of my lip where I don't really put lip balm there, but I chew the ever-loving crap out of the inside of my lip, so there's no helping in that spot, but everywhere else feels actually exceptionally smooth, so I'm like, if there is actually something to this whole hemp seed thing with having regenerative properties for the skin, it might be worth my while to invest some money in that hemp's lotion, because I'm like, shit, if it does that to my lips, imagine I do it to, like, the rest of my face and my skin, like, I'll look young forever, maybe, probably not, but maybe, wishful thinking, but, worth a shot anyway, I'm trying everything else, aren't I, but, can't hurt, but, yeah, I've definitely noticed that apparently my skin does do really nicely with the whole hemp oil thing, so apparently there's something to that. I know there's a lot of these oils that they become the trendy ingredient of the moment, and they come and go, and I'm always over here like, I swear that didn't do shit. Like, this is no different than anything else I've used, but these I feel like I actually have legitimately seen an improvement, which I will give credit where credit is due, because it's not that often that I find one where I'm like, hey, that actually worked, like, really well across the board, not even just from one brand or one specific product, but, like, straight across the board, just using this particular ingredient. That's really good, you know? But, so far, everything's still on par with how it was when I first put it on. By this point, when I'd used this one, it had already morphed, so maybe this one just stays the same, and it's just that one that changes. Curiouser and curiouser, EOS. I don't know what to make of this. Like, half of my brain is still expecting it to suddenly change because of what the other one did, but logically I'm like, dude, it's been the better part of 15 minutes. If it hasn't changed yet, it's not going to. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and do the drink test then. There's definitely a very sweet flavor on the lips from it, but it doesn't taste like coconut, thank God. It's not too wheatish or anything. There's that little bit of herby aftertaste in there, but that's about it. It's not too terrible. Let me answer this real quick and I will finish this. Sorry about that. Okay, now we will do the drink test like I meant to in the first place. With actual coffee, by comparison. I think this is the only one of them that failed the drink test, isn't it? Because I think the other 3 all passed it, did they not? Can't remember off the top of my head. I think they did, but this one went through, and I don't quite know why. I don't know if it's just because I kept licking it, seeing if there was anything that was going to happen, and I thinned it down myself. I don't know, but yeah, it went all the way through on the upper lip, just from those few sips. So I'm going to give this one a fail on the drink test, but overall, I do like this one, though. And knock wood, but nothing has happened yet, so I don't think it's going to. And I seem to be okay with it. So apparently if it's in a small enough, undetectable amount... Well, actually, no, I shouldn't say that, because there is definitely undetectable amounts of coconut and other things that still definitely provoke a reaction for me, but apparently if it is a small enough amount just in general, it sometimes is okay. But in the ingredients you saw, there is no coconut fruit extract in there. That's the biggie. There's none of that. There's no coconut milk. There's no coconut water. If one of those is in there, it's almost a guarantee, so... But this seems fine. The other one's fine. We're all good. So, what would I rate this? Well, there's one down for the drink test, obviously. But, besides that, it's not as scented on the lips as the other ones are either, which is really strange to me. I think that was about my only main issue there. Even though, in my opinion, it also doesn't really smell like what it claims to. It smells really good. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy the way that it does smell and taste. That doesn't read as brownie to me. It doesn't. And like I said, I don't get coconut out of that. The only thing in there that I pick up on is very slightly the hemp. I get a little hint of that, like as an afterthought. But the other 2 things I'm like, that's not what that scent is. That's like espresso. I don't know what you guys are on, but that's espresso. And I am okay with that. I am totally happy with that. But in the terms of fairness for reviewing, I am gonna dock a point. But those are the only 2 points that I'm docking, so I'm still giving this an 8 out of 10, so I still highly recommend it. If you find it, check it out. And like I said, it is a little different from the Sphere, so if you have that one but not this one, I would still say pick it up just to see how different they are, see which one you like more. Because, yeah, a lot of times I find that I will like one or the other more out of the stick or the Sphere combos of whatever exists. Hard to say which one it'll be, but there's always some kind of a difference almost every time. Very rarely do they ever both perform exactly the same. So, anyways, that is it from me for this one. So, as usual, you guys know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload, leave comments down below, make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Etsy, everything and more, it's all down below. And if you like what I do here and want to help support this channel, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, bye-bye.